What's up everybody, Greg2G here, and today we're talking about the Paragon system in Diablo Immortal. As you can see here, there's quite a bit to it. This is probably going to be a lengthy video. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. Before we get started though, remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I appreciate it very, very much. Let's get started. Okay, so you can see this is very, very different than Diablo 3. It's more like skill tree systems you can choose from. Starting out at level, well, when you hit max level, you can only choose Survivor or Vanquisher. And I'm going to have some more comments about that later on at the end of the video. But yeah, starting out, you only have these two. Once you get to 50 Paragon, then you unlock Treasure Hunter. And then once you get to 101 Paragon, you unlock Gladiator. And as you can kind of see here, they do plan on expanding upon this. They're going to have more and more trees as the game progresses, and yeah, who knows what they're going to do with it. It's a pretty cool system. I like it so far. There's kind of one flaw, like I mentioned, that I'm going to mention at the end of this whole thing. Anyway, so let's just start off with Survivor. And one thing to say before we actually start off here, so we have two different types of nodes, circle nodes and square nodes. Circle nodes are always active, whether or not your tree is active. So you actually have to choose a tree to be active at any point in time. And which one you choose depends on like the situation and whether you want these certain square nodes to be active. So for example, you know, I went with Vanquisher to start off with because it's more damage based. You get a lot more damage and stuff like that. And you know, when you're leveling, damage is the best thing to do because on normal mode, you're not going to die pretty much ever anyway. So I went with Vanquisher, and then I got these square ones here. So I have this active exorcism and some stuff that basically increases my damage. We're going to get to this tree later. But yeah, that's my active tree right now. I don't really have any in the other trees, so that's pretty much my own main active tree. All right, anyway. Armor is the first node on Survivor. So this is 50 points of armor per Paragon level. So you would get up to 500 armor when you max this out. Armor gives you block chance and reduces damage taken. And then the first square node is unyielding. For every 10% missing life, you take 0.6% less damage. So that's pretty nice survivability right there. We'll just keep going to the right. Potency, 30 potency up to 20, so up to 600 potency from that. Escape Artist, when you drop below 30% life, you gain 35% increased movement speed and can move unhindered through monsters for 6 seconds. May only trigger once every 60 seconds. And then we can go down from here, or you could go back to this one if you wanted to for Stalwart. We're going to go down to Resistance. And by the way, potency and resistance, yeah, that's kind of hard to explain. The last video I just made went over all the stats and explained everything behind these stats, so I do highly recommend you go and watch that video if you're confused about the stats right now. So yeah, resistance, we can get up to 600 resistance from this one. We could go straight to the right to indestructible, which if I was going to go down this tree, I would go this route to resistance into indestructible, because indestructible is pretty sick. And fatal attacks from monsters instead reduce you to 1 life and make you immune to all damage from monsters for 3 seconds. 2-minute cooldown. That's pretty sick. Pretty sick. Anyway, moving on. Let's go back to Stalwart. So Stalwart, when you drop below 30% life, you gain 35% increased block chance for 6 seconds with a 1-minute cooldown. And then from here we can move down to Fortitude. That's 200 Fortitude that we can get from this one. Fortitude is the #1 stat to get, in my opinion. And then we can go to Precognition, which reduces the cooldowns of Stalwart and Escape Artist by 15 seconds. Nice. So that would bring Escape Artist down to 45 seconds and Stalwart as well. And then the last one down here is just some extra vitality. So that's pretty nice too, up to 250 points of extra vitality that you will always have at some point when you do max out your Survivor tree. All right, let's get down to Vanquisher then. So Vanquisher is much more offensive based. I recommend starting off with Vanquisher. I also recommend starting off with armor penetration, up to 500 armor penetration, 50 points per level, and then going to Exorcism for a 5% increased damage to monsters buff, and then picking up Heart of Wrath. You don't have to pick up Heart of Wrath right away because obviously you won't be able to actually make use of this, because this just buffs Zeal and Wrath down here. So after you do Exorcism, you can, and it just makes it so it stacks up to 15 times instead of 10 times. And here we get damage, plus 800 damage, 40 points per level. Just straight damage. Zeal. For every monster you defeat, your attack speed increases by 5% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. So you can get to up to 5% attack speed. And then if you get the Heart of Wrath, that would be up to 7.5% attack speed from Zeal. And then we'll just keep going to the right for now. Defense rating 15. You can get up to 25 levels of that. Judgment. After defeating 5 monsters, your next attack is a guaranteed critical hit. That's pretty sick. But I kind of wish, I kind of wish I went for this instead of Wrath, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Anyway, let's go down to it and see what Wrath is. So here is a very, very interesting node. This actually increases your inventory space. So this actually costs 3 points per level. So this cost 15 levels total. It's 5 out of 5. This costed 15 points total. So I actually kind of wish I didn't go this route and would have saved my points to go put into Survivor. Like honestly, if you were to be 100% efficient, I would say you just max out armor penetration and damage, and then maybe and grab Zeal. Yeah, grab Zeal. Get armor penetration, damage, grab Zeal, and Exorcism. And maybe Heart of Wrath too. But at that point, I would save all your points for Treasure Hunter after that. But yeah, that's a little bit of metagaming right there. Anyway, let's, So this one expands your inventory for 15 points. Then you get Wrath for each monster you defeat. Your damage dealt increases by 0.5% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. So again, basically the same as Zeal, 7.5% damage increase from Wrath. So it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's still a pretty nice tree, but once you see the Treasure Hunter tree, you'll see why I wish I saved some points. And then last but not least, down here we have offense rating, some straight offense rating, 15 points per level. All right, let's go take a look at Treasure Hunter now. I mean, honestly, you could just save up all your points up to level 50 for Treasure Hunter, because this tree is freaking amazing. But I mean, yeah, you don't have to save up all your points, but you want to save up at least 12 points. All right, let's see, because these first 2 nodes are huge. Fortitude, 30 Fortitude per rank. You can get up to, I think, 10 points? So up to 100 Fortitude from here. And then we get Swift Learner, 50% more experience gained from defeating elite monsters. Very, very awesome. Very, very awesome ability there, especially for grinding even more Paragon levels. Treasure Find, 50% increase equipment drop rate from elite monsters in outdoor areas. Oh my goodness, that's freaking amazing. So, Jesus, it's so good. It's so good. I really wish I would have saved points for this. So yeah, because even gray equipment, all equipment in this game is very, very, very important and valuable. So that's a freaking huge buff. Let's move up to let's go straight down the middle first. Then we get armor. You can get up to, what is that, 1,000 armor right there. And then lucky, 50% increased globe drop rate from monsters in outdoor areas. Is this one outdoor area? Yeah, this one is outdoor areas too. So that's an important thing to note, is outdoor areas. And that's not a bad thing, because the outdoor areas are actually the best places to farm everything basically overall. Except for XP. You can power level XP better in dungeons, but you still get really decent XP from doing the outdoor areas and killing elites and stuff like that. Moving up, we'll go up to offense rating. You get 15 for 20 levels there. And gold find, 50% extra gold from monsters in outdoor areas. But if I were you, I would just go down here, 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 and then move down to defense rating. Grab that. That's 15 defense rating for 20 levels. And then we get to greed. Increases the bonuses granted by treasure find and lucky from 50% to 75%. So 75% treasure find now. We're not gonna, I would go down here for this. I mean, lucky, yeah, globe drop rate, whatever. That's nice and everything, but yeah, I would go down here first. And then, last but not least, we have life, just straight life, straight HP for 25 levels. Pretty nice. Okay, so let me pull up the screenshots here and we can have a look at the Gladiator Tree. All right, Gladiator Tree. So this is a PvP based tree, but it does have a lot of really nice stuff that, well, let's just get into it and we'll debate this as we go on. First node we have is damage, another damage, 400 damage node, 40 per level, 10 levels. And then we'll go down to defense rating. We have 15 defense rating for 20 levels on this one. And then we go look up here. I think, yeah, I'd probably go up to uncontrollable first. Why not? Go up to uncontrollable when struck by an effect which causes loss of control of your character. You are immune, 30-second cooldown. So yeah, this is what I was referring to. I'm not sure if this actually is only against players or if this actually works when you're fighting mobs too, because it doesn't really say, at least not in the description of this node. I mean, it does say at the top becomes unstoppable in battle versus players, but yeah, it's not so clear. It's something we're gonna have to ask the developers if this actually works when you're fighting against mobs as well. All right, then we can go over to armor penetration. Armor penetration is a great stat. You need to penetrate that armor. 1,000 armor penetration from that. That's really, really nice. And then we go down to quick-witted, reduces the duration of loss of control effects against you by 10%. Very nice, very, very nice. And then down at the other bottom part of the tree, we have Trapper. When you drop below 30% life, you lay a trap beneath your feet for every 5 yards traveled within 6 seconds with a 4-minute cooldown. That's pretty crazy. Then in the middle here, smack dab in the middle, all alone, we have offense rating for plus 15 for 20 levels. And then we have rapid recovery, reduces the cooldowns of Trapper and uncontrollable by 10 seconds. Oh wow, that's pretty nice. So the Trapper one was that the 4-minute one? Yeah, that's the 4-minute one. So we got 3 minutes 50 seconds on that one. But uncontrollable, that was a 30-second cooldown. So that's actually really, really huge. That from 30 seconds to 10 seconds, we can be immune to a crowd control effect every 20 seconds. That's pretty sick. And then in the middle here we have strength, straight up strength. I'm pretty sure if you're playing a wizard, this node will probably say intellect. It should at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it should. But yeah, strength, we can get up to 250 strength from that. And then at the bottom here we have cheat death, fatal attacks from players. See, this one actually specifies from players. Instead, reduce you to 1 life and make you immune to stuns for 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, you recover 60% life. That's pretty sick. And then that's a 2-minute cooldown on that one. So, yeah, the very last one did specify from players. So that makes me wonder if all the other stuff like the quick-witted, Trapper, and uncontrollable would actually work against monsters as well. If so, that would actually, it's not a, yeah, I think that would be pretty good in certain situations. Very, very nice tree here. Lots of offense rating, strength, intellect, armor penetration. Very, very nice. Very, very nice tree here. So, yeah, lots of stuff to choose from here. Obviously, I think the treasure hunter tree is by far the most juicy looking one. Like, you're probably gonna be rocking treasure hunter like 95% of the time. Then you maybe switch to gladiator. Like, when would you use Vanquisher? I don't know. Because I guess when you're in dungeons, because I guess treasure hunter, most of that stuff is only for outdoor areas. So you would switch to survivor or gladiator or Vanquisher for dungeons. Yeah, but pretty cool stuff here. Lots of choices to be made, and there's lots of like. Okay, I wanted to do a little bit of theory crafting at the end here, and also kind of talk about like one of the drawbacks here. So here's another part of the Paragon system here. As you can see here on my character select screen, you can share this among other characters. So I leveled up a monk to level 45 max level in the alpha here. And by the way, there's no way to respec or like do anything with your Paragon talents. So I got my monk to 45, and one kind of benefit right off the bat is he can just go straight into the treasure hunter tree. All 50 points, boom, straight into treasure hunter, which basically immediately makes my monk a better farmer than my demon hunter. So here's what I've been like kind of theory crafting is like, maybe like this kind of makes you want to actually make two characters. Like, so you make your first character, level up to Paragon 50, but maybe make your secondary character first, you know what I mean? Because then you just drop that character, you know, that's your secondary character now. Then you start up your primary, like maybe you want to play, say you want to play me, I want to play maybe a barbarian and a demon hunter. So I'd have my barbarian as my secondary. So I'd level a barbarian up to treasure hunt, or up to Paragon 50, and then I'd start my demon hunter, and then I can start my demon hunter and then just put all these points straight into treasure hunter right away, and I don't have to bother with having basically, I mean, you know, these points into armor penetration and damage are definitely gonna help on from the Vanquisher tree, but you know, now zeal and wrath and all that stuff, I've basically wasted 15 points on deeper pockets. That's, I mean, the inventory space is nice and everything, but still I'd much rather have 50 points to be spending on treasure hunter, I think, because 50 points can get me what? This is 10 right here, 11, 12, and then it was 32, 33. That's the life right there. So then I'd have 17 more to spend, assuming I only went to 50. I actually have 19 more to spend right here. So I would probably go, what would you go for? Lucky or, yeah, lucky, right? No, yeah, go for gold find. 100% go for gold find. So then I could get, you know, 17 points into offense rating, and I just need to, you know, farm a few more levels to get gold find, and then I could start working on lucky. Yeah, so it feels to me, it feels kind of bad that you can't redistribute your points on your first character, because your second character is going to be like so much more ahead as soon as you get it to max level. If they keep it like this, like maybe they make it so you have to do something, like maybe spend a certain amount of points before you can actually just go straight into treasure hunter. I mean, and the same argument can be made for gladiator. You could, you know, you could actually save up tons of points and go straight into gladiator as well. Yeah, so it feels kind of like this system. I mean, I like these trees and everything, but the fact that you can't respec, they should like maybe just give you one free respec per character or something, so you don't feel like you have to basically re-roll a second character just so you can be so much further ahead instead of trying to, you know, grind out another freaking 40 levels just to get, you know, gold find and greed. Yeah, that's just my take. But another thing I kind of wanted to theory craft about here is, so say you did want to just make one character and stick to that one character, what would you do then? So I think I definitely would not save up every point. I would save up, because I mean the most important ones here in Treasure Hunter, right, are Swift Learner and Treasure Find. So you only need to save up 12 points total. But I would go into Vanquisher. I would definitely get armor penetration maxed, damage, get exorcism. So that's what, 30, 31, get zeal 32, get Heart of Wrath 33, and then I would save the next 17 points for Treasure Hunter. I think that would be the most optimal way to go about this, assuming you're not going to re-roll a second character and just dump all 50 points into Treasure Hunter with the second character. So I think those are the two, like, if you're really 100% want to be optimal min-max sort of guy, your two choices are either re-roll a second character or put in 33 into Vanquisher, save the 17, get your treasure find up, and then start working towards greed. I think that would be the play. So you get 12, and then you get 5 points into defense rating. You're getting extra XP right off the bat as soon as you hit level 50 Paragon, and you can farm up these defense rating points and farm up greed as quickly as you can. Yeah. Anyway, I should have probably made those. I should have made that a separate video, like the whole theory crafting thing. But whatever. This is a longer video about all the things over Paragon. Anyway, yeah, pretty cool system. I can't wait to see what they do for more with more of these. Obviously, they're going to be adding more, and yeah, I can't wait to see. It's going to be awesome. All right, guys, that's it for the Paragon video. I'm gonna start, just decking out my monk, I guess. I'm so jealous that my monk can do this and my demon hunter can't. But yeah, that's it for the Paragon video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll answer any questions you have about this. Most of it's pretty straightforward. We pretty much covered all the things you need to know. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time in the next video. Who knows when that'll be, though, because this is the last day of alpha right now. And let's cross our fingers that we can actually get into beta or alpha 2 or whatever's going to happen pretty quick here. I have a feeling that things are going to be still moving along pretty quickly. This game is in really, really great shape for an alpha. Like, you're calling this an alpha? This is really, really good. So yeah, I'm pretty hopeful that yeah, we'll see things move along pretty quickly in the next few weeks here. All right, thanks for watching. Follow me on twitch.tv/grade2g, twitter.com/grade2g. Thanks for subscribing and all that good stuff. You guys are amazing. Take it easy. We'll see you next time. Peace.